Our son is William Billy J. Steinberg. He was the assistant chief in the Forestburg Fire Company. He passed away January 15th, 2022. He was a volunteer firefighter for many years, president of the Forestburg Fire Company, a wrestler in high school, played golf, was a Boy Scout, Eagle Scout. He was just like the life of a party. When he walked into a room, it was like you opened the blinds, let the sunshine in. He was just a ray of sunshine, got along with everybody. And the biggest thing, he never had any fear of anything whatsoever. A lot of times he'd push his brother around because he pushed back a lot, but Billy wound up winning most of those pushes, and he was just a great all-around young man that was taken too soon. When I was highway superintendent in Forestburg, I built a memorial triangle. Billy mowed that memorial triangle since he was 14 years old until 2021 season. Since then, I have taken that 23-year legacy over by mowing it for the town. And he was just, like I say, he was just an all-around, as far as I'm concerned, the perfect number 2 son, because number 1 son's sitting to the right of me. And I have to give a lot of credit to his mom, Lori. After 44 years of putting up with me, it wasn't easy. It was either the fire department or Boy Scouts. And then when I got out as a chief of the department, I'm still a member. I became chairman of the fire commissioners, which I have been a commissioner for over 30 years now.
Billy loved taking care of people. He would help anybody and not ask for anything in exchange. Never expected anything in return. He was just a kind-hearted man. He was telling me one time, one of the sheriff's deputies had a flat tire along 17. He stopped and changed the tire for the deputy. It went on his way. And I mean, that's the type of guy Billy was. He was always there for you. He loved his family, and he loved firefighting. He knew since he started talking. His brother and him were going to be firefighters like Dad and Grandpa.
That's all we ever talked about.
Yeah, that's all. They went to every event when they were babies. We took them to every event that was going on, chicken barbecues, parade, I mean, everything. And Billy was, when he was little, he was a little politician. You know how you always tell your little ones, stranger danger? Not Billy. He would walk up to strangers, "Hi, I'm Billy Steinberg," and just chat away. Yep. I mean, it was unbelievable, the type of kid and son that he was.
Every day was an adventure with Billy. Every single day was an adventure. You know, something new. There was never an odd day, a boring day. You know, growing up, him and I used to, wrestle out in the yard. We'd jump our bikes off ramps in the driveway, usual boy stuff, Some of my fondest memories of Billy's is, some of our activities in the fire department, drill nights, some of the trainings and stuff like that we always used to do. Like everybody said so far, like he would just give the shirt off his back to anybody.
Well, Billy, I remember the one time, his brother Jimmy he wakes up in the morning, he goes, "Ma, could you please put Billy in a different bedroom?" I go, "Why?" He goes, "He's bouncing the crib across the bedroom where he wants to get out." You couldn't tie him down. You could not hold this person down.
I wound up screwing the crib to the floor so he would not bounce it across the bedroom floor. If the door was wide enough, he'd have it down the stairs.
Whenever he would come see me, or whenever he would come see my dad, or whenever I was there, he would just walk in. You would just be able to tell he was in the room, without him even if he was in the driveway, you could tell that he was there. And he would just come in and he'd be like, "Hey Nick," and he'd just give me a hug, and I don't know, it was just very, very nice, I think.
I never really got to meet Billy, but from what I've been hearing, he was definitely a kind soul.
I knew Billy his whole life, and I taught Billy his firefighting training at the training center, and Billy was just Billy. You had to know Billy. He always had a smile on his face. He always, when he was at a training exercise, you knew Billy was there. He always helped, no matter what the task was. Billy was involved. He was there, and he always had a smile. And if somebody was having a bad day, he made it better. He made it better. Like Jim said, he's just a great individual, great young man, and he was the life of the party.
Billy worked for Local 17 as a laborer, and he was in charge of traffic control for Sullivan Paving. So he talked to Billy in the morning, and he says to Billy, he goes, I want the road switched over at 12 o'clock. So Kenny pulls up on the job. There ain't nobody around to switch this road over at 12 o'clock. Well, it wasn't 12 o'clock yet. So Kenny's calling Billy on his phone, and he looks over in the westbound lane, or the eastbound lane, and there goes his truck with 3 guys in it. And Billy picks up the phone, and he goes, yeah, Bowd, don't worry, I got it. His last name was Bowdrin, but they called him Bowd. So Billy hangs the phone up on Kenny. Now that made Kenny twice as mad. So he's calling Billy back again on his cell phone, and he looks in the mirror, and here comes Kenny's truck with 2 trooper cars behind it. Billy stops, the trooper cars flick the lights on, switch the road over by 12 o'clock, and he says, see, Bowd, I told you I had it under control. And Kenny says, Billy had more contacts with the New York State Police than I did. And that, and it was true, because we went to a show, Lori and I, and he saw our wristband that we have, and the trooper seen that, and he says, oh, did you know Billy? I go, yes, he was our son. And he says, I know Billy from working in the city of Middletown. What a great guy, and we never met this guy before, whatever, not whatsoever. And the stories that you hear, you couldn't make them up. That's how true they are.
I think the thing I miss most is him just out of nowhere just coming over to the house just to hang out. You know, come to see his nieces and nephews.
Watching his pickup truck pull in the driveway and walk through the door and say, what's up, Ma? And he never said hello, just, what's up, Ma?
The thing I miss the most is those every morning, 7 days a week, those between 6 and 6:15 phone calls. Every day, no matter if he got home at 4 o'clock in the morning from working or whatever he was doing that I don't want to know about, but he would call me between 6 and 6:15, 7 days a week.
His smile and his presence in the room, no matter where I was, if Billy was there, he would always come up, shake my hand, how you doing, with a smile on his face. You could be having the worst day in the world, and that smile would just make it all go away and make it better. And I'm going to miss that with Billy.
I think the thing that I'd miss the most is also his smile and his sense of humor, because he could make you laugh no matter what you were doing. He had some kind of a joke or something to tell, or just being himself.
Just being Billy.
I think what I will miss the most is his hugs, because when you went to go hug him, he was a bigger boy, so his belly, you couldn't wrap your arms all the way around him. So I don't know, it was just so nice to be able to just hug him again, you know.
Well, at our firehouse, we put a memorial up for Billy. Everything was 100% donated. From companies that I've never even heard of before, just made contact to them, can I do this, can I do this? Everything was 100% donated. As I'm walking through the Sullivan Monument, looking for the headstone for the marking of the memorial, I noticed this quite large stone in the background, and I asked Michael, because Michael and I graduated high school together, and I asked him, I said, whose headstone is that? And he said, nobody, I just got it in yesterday. And I said, do you need a deposit for it? And he says, no, why? I said, I want that for my boy Billy. I didn't even check it with Lori or not or nothing. I just said, I want this for Billy. And he says, don't you want to know how much it costs? And I said, no, because I asked how much it cost. I can't afford it. And Michael Feinstein, like I say, him and I graduated high school together. He donated the headstone to my son. He told me it'd be about $2,300 for the headstone, for the memorial, not for the gravesite, for the memorial. And we got a bill, the fire company got a bill for $1,850. Sent him the check. 2 weeks later, we got a check in the mail from Sullivan Monument for $1,875. So he donated that. All the steel structure was donated by Liberty Iron Works, all the welding, everything put together. The structure on top, the image on top was done by Arcadia Supply out of Binghamton. The tire wheel was donated by Stroudsburg Railroad Museum. The bell that's there, when I was chief in 1987, we had a gentleman move out of town and he donated some stuff to the fire company. And that bell was one of the things that were donated. And that came from the Roscoe Rockland one-room schoolhouse. And we had that in our firehouse. It hit every corner in our firehouse, never had a use for it. And then when the whole thing was put together, Local 17, the first work day, there was 11 union workers there and nobody from our fire company could do anything. They said, nope, kiddingly, this is a union job, even though it was on Saturday. That was the first Saturday. The second Saturday, there was 15 of the union guys there. The third Saturday, which everybody said I was a slave driver, so I gave them a week off, and they came a week and a half later on a Saturday, and there was 9 there. And like I say, everything was 100% donated. Pavers were donated from Pavestone down in Montgomery. I never even heard of these people before, but everybody was willing to donate. Now, our fire company has started a scholarship fund for Billy, and we didn't solicit anything, and everybody just kept giving and giving. And right now, there's $45,000 in his scholarship fund. And last year, we gave one scholarship out to one of our fellow firefighters who went into the trade, and that's what Billy was. Billy was 100% for the trade, somebody working with their hands. And this gentleman happened to be going into a trade. And I'd like to say the second scholarship is going to Nicole.
Is it actually?
Yes,
Yes.
she's getting the second scholarship. I can't be prouder more to give it to my granddaughter.
The one thing that comes to mind when I think of Billy is he's always the life of the party.
His smile and his life.
And he was magnetic.
Pure happiness.
Selfless.
His big teddy bear hugs.
What I've missed the most about Billy is his hugs and his smile sitting across our dinner tables on the holidays.
Here's to you, with that smile on your face. Here's